Today's video is all about the Mooncool TK2 folding electric tricycle. It comes very well packaged and mostly assembled. The range is up to 60 miles. It can hold up to 450 pounds. It has a top speed of 15.5 miles per hour, and I know it doesn't sound like much, but with e-Trikes, you really shouldn't go that fast. Basket in the front, basket in the back, pretty comfy seat with ventilation. It's got walk assist and reverse. Lights all around, blinkers, and parking brakes. I'm gonna kind of do things out of order, so next up is the test ride, and then afterwards is the unboxing and assembly of this trike. A lot of times with e-Trikes, you either have walk assist mode or reverse mode, not both, and they tell me both is not possible. It is possible. This one's got it. To go into reverse, oh, hopefully you can see the screen. These, I keep saying it, these color screens, I can see it just fine. It could be brighter. I don't know how well it's turning out on camera, but right now it's set to tour. If I want to go into reverse, I'm going to click on the minus button until it goes past off and into R. Once I have it in R, I can push the big red button that also has an R, and then as I'm doing this, the pedals will move. So you got to kind of move your feet along with them. Yeah, that was super visible, and I'm sure you could see everything I was doing on the screen, so I hope this helps, this little video right here. And for walk assist mode, step away from the rear wheel. You gotta kind of stand awkward for this because it'll run over you. You just hold down the minus button, and the bike will start slowly moving forward. That is such a cute little horn. I don't think I've heard that sound yet on an electronic horn. Adorable. Oh yeah, the ventilation, very nice, very nice. I love, maybe these companies heard me. I'm not gonna get into details because it's really gross, but yes, good idea, very good idea. Another nice feature, maybe I should step off the bike for this. It's got parking brakes. So you just lower the brake as far as it can go, and then that snaps in there. And there's one on the other side as well. So it won't roll away on you, because these don't have a kickstand. Without a kickstand, it can roll away. So look at that. It's not gonna go anywhere, even on a hill. And I mean, you really gotta push it to make it go with the brakes on. And if you forget to disengage the brakes and you hit the throttle or you try to pedal, it will not go. So to disengage, just release the brakes. Do you see something or not see something? There's no gear shift. There's no gear shift at all. Right now, I'm not even using the motor. It's completely off. Can you even see? There, maybe now you can see better. I'm gonna go through all the different modes and see what it does. So right now I'm on off. Let's try eco. So this is like pedal assist 1. I'm gonna get some assistance from the motor, but I'm not really feeling much. It's pretty hard to pedal. Let's try tour. Oh, I'm getting a little more assistance from the motor, and I'm gonna pedal as hard as I can. Sport. Even more assistance. Sport plus, this is the last one. Let's see how fast I can go on this. Not very fast. Maybe I can get it up to 12. 12.3. Now that I've been pedaling a little longer, and I'm not even pedaling that hard, max speed is 12.7. Next up, let's see how well it turns. Since it's on the smaller side, it's really small for an e-Trike. I think it's gonna go just fine in little loop-de-doops on my little concrete square. Next, I don't know if you can really see it, but you will see it up next, this little hill. I'm gonna try this on off, no motor, no assistance at all, and see how well it does. From a dead stop, this is tragic. I cannot get the bike up this little hill as expected. Actually, I thought I was gonna do a little bit better, but no, not at all. So I'm gonna skedaddle my way up the hill, on full electric mode using the throttle, and no issues there. And here is the exact same attempt in the exact same spot, but on eco. And again, just like the throttle, no issues at all. Smooth sailing up this little hill. I really thought I was gonna have to bump it up to tour or sport to go up that little hill, but this little trike does just fine up that hill. It tackled it like it wasn't even there. And it's quite a huge difference with and without the motor. I honestly thought I could do it because it's not a big hill, but yeah, I need the motor. I need the motor. The motor is 48 volts, 500 watts with a peak power of 1092 watts. This is powered by a 48 volt, 20 ampere hour battery. Can you even see me? Oh, the shadows with this helmet on. The shadows it casts are so flattering. There is nobody at the park today. It is that blazing hot. It's just me. There's just one idiot out here. It's me. It's always me. Ooh, June. It's just June. It's not officially summer yet. Almost. It is. It's nothing. I always say this. It's Florida. What do you expect? 2 more bike videos, guys. Aside from this one, I got 2 more I'm gonna show. Maybe another one I'll chip away at throughout the summer. We'll see, but I might do something else this summer. It's too hot for this. I'm sorry. It's way too hot for this. Ugh. Gotta take those turns slowly, but I will say this bike, this e-Trike, it doesn't feel as tipsy as some of the other ones I've tried. Now, I haven't tested that theory because I would like to not fall over, but it's handling very good. This e-Trike is on the smaller side, so it actually fits perfectly onto sidewalks, and I specifically took it on this sidewalk because it's got a lot of turns and little hills where it's not perfectly even and kind of tilts to one side. And usually on a trike, I do feel more tipsy than I normally do on a regular e-bike, but it's pretty stable. The reason it's not that tipsy is because it has something called a speed differential. I don't know if you can really see it back here in the video, but here is a picture of that. So with this mechanism, you have better control and stability on turns. I like how it has these all-terrain tires, which means I can definitely take it off-road. I mean, nothing too crazy. After all, it is an e-Trike, but I can definitely ride it in grass, on gravel, and even sand. The Chow Yang tires on this are 20 inches in diameter and 3 inches wide. For reference, I am 5 feet 8 inches tall, and the seat post still has some space left to bump it up. Recommended rider height is between 5 feet all the way to 6 feet 3 inches. This also has a menu system, so if I hold plus and minus at the same time, it'll get me into this. Screen brightness, I can have the bike turn auto off or not. This is like how many minutes before it turns off. It goes all the way to, how far does it go? Oh boy. Let's fast forward through this. 60 minutes before it turns off, and it does not round robin, so if I want to go back, I have to click 60 times. Let's see if I hold it. If I hold the button, it'll do this faster. I wonder if it has never as an infinite. No, it does not. I'm just gonna leave it on 10 minutes. And then to set it, click the power button. Units mode, here's where I can change it between miles per hour or kilometers. Wheel size, I could have sworn that it says 20 inch, but by default it came at 22 inch. It's 20. Speed limit, ah yes, this is why it capped me at about 12.6, 12.7. Let's bump it up as high as it can go and test this once again. I believe the max speed, well, they say this safe max speed is 15.5. Let's go past safe. Oh yeah, and to exit out of all of this, hold those 2 buttons again. Let's set it on Sport Plus and try the max speed on a e-Trike. I'm still not getting more than I was getting before. In fact, it feels exactly the same. I'm gonna pedal harder. Oh, pedaling harder is not really doing anything. It's the same speed. So unlocking the speed for me really didn't do anything, and I have it on Sport Plus. But I haven't tried full electric mode, so let's try that. The throttle's right here, it's motorcycle style. 11.8. Oh, it's going a little faster. It needs some time to speed up to whopping speeds of 12.7, 12.8. If I click on the power button, look at the screen, it gives me various information, including my total trip, which was 3.2 miles so far, and range. I don't know why it's not showing anything yet. But yeah, speaking of range, it's 35 to 60 miles on a single charge, depending on how you use the bike. So flat paved ground, putting it on eco, and pedaling, not using full electric mode. Also, no wind, and you don't have 450 pounds in the bike, which is the most that it can carry. You can get up to 60 miles on a single charge. If you use it in full electric mode, you're gonna drain that battery a lot faster. Let's see what else is on here. It shows voltage, average speed, max speed. Oh, max speed 30. I don't think I saw it go to 13. Maybe it rounds up. And it's also showing the power output in watts. Next up is the unboxing and assembly portion of the video. That was insanely well packaged. What's in here? Even the fenders are well packaged. Usually they just kind of toss them in there. There's one more box inside of the big box before I get to all the little boxes. Ooh. A water bottle holder, a nut for the basket, one of those like springy nuts with the hooks, the quick release for the front wheel, and there's a bunch of tools. I'm guessing in this box is the charger. Yep, these batteries usually come with some charge, but I'm gonna make sure it's fully charged before I take it for a ride. In here, almost dropped it. It's the headlight. Pedals, metal pedals. The bike's already got a basket in the back, but there's also a basket for the front. And finally in here, product manual, owner manual. What's the difference? Oh, this one just shows you like all their different models of bikes. And then this one's the actual manual. Fancy. Oh, ooh, look at the instructions. Next, the boxes that came separately. This one's little, but it is really heavy. Oh, no wonder it's heavy. This bag. And it's not just some generic bag. It actually has their logo on it. A lot of times, I just get generic bags. So that's nice. Oh, there's a bag in the bag. Look how cute this is. And again, it's not just some generic, oh, look at that. I've never seen a cooler with a bottle opener. That's useful. Yeah, you do get the water bottle and the net, and I'm not sure what this little thing is right here for free. Well, not for free. If you buy the bike for $1,499.99. Everything else is extra, as you can see here, including the bike chain lock. And let's see what else they have. There's a whole bunch of accessory options, including a Trike cargo trailer. Yeah, not everything's included in this price point. And I guess while I have you here, let's go over the colors. I have the lavender purple. It actually looks lighter to me than in the stock photo. There's also Serenity Blue, White, Slate Gray, Cyan Green, and Vibrant Orange. First, I'm gonna unfold the bike. Clamp down the latch. Next, the instructions say to lift this part up, but a lot of times if you do that, the handlebars won't insert. So let's see if they do it. Oh, they actually do. Because yeah, a lot of times that has to be kind of done in unison, as in you insert this into the pole first and then lift it up. But that's not the case here. So I'm gonna go ahead and clamp that down. I already undid this. I might have to loosen this up a little bit here, but let's see if they go in there without me doing that. Yep. Okay, I think it's time for the front wheel. For this, I'm gonna need a quick release. Yes, it does look dinky. These are just designed so you can quickly remove the front wheel. It's not what actually holds up the weight of the bike. I'm gonna remove this and one of their springs, because there's 2 springs. This is so easy with 2 wheels on the back. I just lift the bike, slide that on there, and then skewer the wheel. The spring will go little end first, and then I'm gonna put the cap on. So with these quick releases, I kind of twist on both sides, and when I go ahead and clamp it, in the manual it shows to clamp it like this, but the bike expert I live with says to always clamp it up to prevent it from catching on something. So with these, you don't want it too tight, but also not too loose. While I'm down here, I'm gonna go ahead and install the pedals. It shows you which direction to spin this on. So the left one will go on counterclockwise. Do use a tool. And then the right one will go on there clockwise. Next is the front fender. Normally it's the fender and the light, but because there's a front basket, the light's gonna go on that. There's a screw over here that I gotta remove, and then I slide the fender through here under this, because this piece goes in the front. Skewer it. And I think before I tighten it down, I'm gonna attach the fender here too. So there's a couple screws, you just take them out and put them back through. You know what? I'm gonna fast forward through this next part because it's pretty easy. To install the front basket, there's 4 screws here and you don't have to take them out. I've already loosened up 3 of them. You just have to loosen them up a little bit. So you put the screws through the big holes and then you just slide it down. Well, I guess not just that, because you have to tighten them. Gotta tighten down the screws. The headlight will go right here, and the screw for that was with the tools. Go ahead and grab the cable for it, plug that in, and that's where the zip ties come in, and there is a spot for them, luckily. So I'm gonna fish it through there and zip tie this into place. Next is the seat. I'm gonna remove the pull. The instructions say just position this accurately and tighten it down. Well, there's a bit more to it than that. Can't really position it accurately unless you loosen things up a bit. There we go. And tighten it down. Yeah, not quite. They most definitely have this piece right here facing this way and not the other way, but I'm gonna flip it. I'm curious, I wonder if I can take the battery out with the seat in. The battery is 48 volts, 15 ampere hour. I kind of lost audio right here, so I'm just gonna narrate over it, but putting on the rear fenders is very simple. As you can see, don't forget to connect them so that the lights light up. And one more thing, these bags that I'm putting in, they don't come with it, these are extra. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. And if you're interested in the Mooncool TK2, I'll have a link down below in the video's description. And possibly even a coupon code, I don't know yet. Alrighty then, so that's it. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.